Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to Raw, Restoring Awesome Warriors. I'm Jackie H, your host, and I have here my co-host, Gail Barron, the judge. How you doing, sis?
Hot.
Hot. Wow. It's supposed to get worse the rest of this week. You in some
Yeah.
okay, you got your air conditioning, everything running?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I actually got my air running today. I got a jacket on too. You know I can't take the air condition, but it's okay. Yeah. So how was your week so far?
Good. Good.
Hmm.
Good.
So why are you in a different location tonight?
Well, I had a little incident that
Okay, I was just picking with you. Oh my God. It seems like the older you get, the more you got going on, sis. Okay. well,
oh goodness.
it goes like that. At least we can keep it going, though, right?
Yeah.
Thank God for technology. Yeah. Well, Gil, we're not gonna be here long. I know you probably don't feel too good, but I wanted to talk a little bit about two words that I had for this session, and the two words that I had was barriers and hindrances, and I want to speak from the point of when you have things in the way that keep you from succeeding.
Okay.
Uh, I remember you telling me when you went through, you do property manager and management and stuff, and you was saying that there are some things that I think was five things that can be barriers in one's life from like keeping them from being successful. Do you remember what those things were? I know I didn't key you up on this, but did you remember what those five things were? It was talking about single women or people getting back to
Yeah.
work or something.
Yeah.
I remember.
The program was to help single women get back into the workforce.
Hmm.
But in order to do that and be successful, they had to take care of barriers. And one of the barriers could be daycare. They
Hmm.
needed people, someone to take care of the kids. So anything that was a barrier, daycare, transportation, clothing,
Yeah.
um, whatever that was uh, that was a barrier that was in the way or would keep you from doing what you needed to do.
Right.
Um, they took care of the barriers for you so that you can work without having that on your mind.
Yeah. So I was looking up these words today of the difference. Like they similar, but they have slight difference.
Okay.
And one thing I thought about, I don't know if you remember when we go west on I-76 in Pennsylvania. It's around, I don't know what city is in, but it's a big mountain. But they made a tunnel through the mountain, through the bottom of that mountain, so the cars can go through.
Right. Right.
Because that would be a barrier from them getting to the other
Right.
side of that highway. So something can look stoppable, something can look like it's an obstacle, but there is ways to get around it. But
Right.
if you don't know that system, you get
Right.
stuck.
Right.
And I didn't know that we was going under a mountain, through a mountain. They had drove, put a pathway through the mountain.
Right.
And I remember being on a ship, and just in Virginia, where we go up under that tunnel, going across the Virginia Creek. I think it's a Virginia Creek Bridge. We go in the tunnel, driving, but that ship is on top of it is water. So they made a tunnel to go through the ocean to get to the other side. So I don't know if you remember, we was out there on that, whatever that highway, it looked like that. If you just turn left, you'd be in the water. It's a stretch car. It's
Yeah.
real narrow, and that wind was blowing, and that we
Was
had
it
that van. It was
Chesapeake Bay?
Chesapeake Bay. That's it.
Yeah.
But it could become a barrier. Could become a hindrance for you to get to the other side. But they
Right.
made a way. I don't know how they dug down and made a tunnel that the cars can go through, but you underwater. So I would like for you to just read what the definition to barrier is.
An obstacle that blocks, delays, or prevents passage or progress.
Wow.
It could be something such as a wall, fence, or barricade,
Yes.
or intangible impediments. Like, it could be a psychological block. It's something that
Yeah.
won't allow you to do
Yeah.
what you need to do.
Right. So if you don't have a solution to it, you can think you stuck because
Right.
you don't know how to get around it. You know the obstacle course?
Yeah.
They put things to see how your mind will govern, get you around it. That
Yeah.
maze, it is an opening. It look like something that will stop you, but you keep on going till you get out
Right.
or get around it. So, what do you think? Some things that can be that cause people to have stoppage, that think that they can't, psychological, whatever it is, that you don't think you can get
It can be physical,
culture,
psychological, culture, um, if you can't read,
right? Right.
don't
How
know how to
about how about
communicate.
communication, language barrier?
That's why I say communicate.
Yeah. I was listening to a guy today. It was a I told you I've been watching a lot of police stories, but the gentleman was Haitian, and he was calling out the commands, but nobody on his team understood him. He had a thick accent, and he said, "You can't even let pride get in the way. If that's a barrier, they should have had someone that everybody can hear, and because they shot someone, because they didn't understand the command because of his language. So you can't have pride or be unable to change, make a, you have to do something, because some barriers you can get around, but if you stuck, you don't think nothing can happen.
If
And
you
I was
get rid
telling,
of if you get rid of the initial, because I was in the store the other day and someone came in. It was a language barrier, but the
mhm,
young man, he was able to go on his phone.
right,
His phone became an interpreter, and
wow,
I was in T-Mobile, and but he
hmm,
was able to complete the sale, but with the um
interpret tape
on the
with her
phone,
phone,
on the
yeah.
phone.
So you don't have to be stuck. You
No,
can still get the job. Yeah.
no.
So what's the difference? And maybe I'm putting you on the spot. What's the difference than having a barrier and a handicap?
You can have a handicap, but your
That's
mind can be the barrier because learning to
okay.
live with a disability, yes, you may not have all the function you desire. But where there's a will, there's a way. Because there's
Hmm.
so much things out here that can aid you. For instance, a cane,
Yeah.
a wheelchair. If you don't have nobody to push you, they got um elect electric wheelchairs or scooters. There is something, that you don't have to sit and be stuck.
And how about that they're making places and things now that make a handicap accessible?
Yeah.
Because that can be a barrier to somebody getting a job. They can't get
Yes.
in. They got stairs, but now they're putting in ramps. And so
Yeah.
there's some things that can be a hindrance or whatever, but work it out. Don't get stuck in a space and stay there and start saying, this is the reason I am where I am because I can't.
I
If there's a, like,
chose I chose not to get it because I do have the function on one hand,
yeah,
but they was gonna put a device on my computer where I talk it and it types it out.
okay. And you chose not to get it? No, I'm
Because
saying
I
tell why.
because I still have function in my left hand that I
Okay.
still type one hand. I'm slower, but I still can do it.
So on the other hand, if you get it, it'll be faster.
It can be, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's voice activated. They
Mhm.
have so many things now. Um, I went uh to driving school where they will put something on my steering wheel.
Yeah.
So where there's a will, there's a way. You gotta wanna, but I think the mind is the biggest obstacle or barrier because it's if you can't think it, you can't do it.
Okay. Trick question, real question. I don't know. Can a person be your barrier? Is people can be a barrier to each other, or is not with that? If you
I
causing
would
me
think that would fall under a hindrance.
hindrance, okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know why the words came to me when I was thinking of things that I don't do or where I'm stuck at. Like a lot of people are just stuck. Maybe um, you came up and you didn't have, or you came up and you had to do this, and those days are over, and you well off now, or and you can do better, but it's still a hindrance. It's like you say, it's your mind. You can do better, but because you can't get out of your what they used to have stinking thinking. If you can't get out of that mindset, poverty mindset, I can't do mindset, whatever that is, you stay at that spot, and it's a barrier, but it's a barrier that can be like a hurdle. You running, you have to jump over it. If it's you look at it, this is in my way. It's not that barrier is not to go around. Hurdles are made to jump over. So you even need to know the strategy to do. But to stay in a spot and say I can't all the time, it's hindering me. So it's a lot of things I don't do today. It's a lot of things I don't stretch out to broaden my horizon and stuff. But it's not because somebody else's fault. It's in my own mind, and just the world is yours. The sky's the limit. But if you decide to stay here and don't move your feet or don't go after it, you're your own barrier. You can be your own handicap. You know, you cause your own problem. So a lot of people don't have money to go to college. They tell you all the things that they can't, but then you find somebody in the same situation, they found a way. So either you use your mind to say, I might have to work extra harder, or I might have to do something different, but I can get this is not a stone wall. This wall can be broken down.
we used to have a saying, it's more than one way to skin a cat. It's more than one way to do
Yeah,
something. You can, if you tried the way, it will open up to you. You'd be
yeah,
surprised, even handicapped people who don't have the function of their limbs and stuff. They I take for me what sometime when I can't have my hand as a placeholder, I use my
hmm,
teeth. I use my other arm to be a placeholder. You
yeah,
will get creative when you're put in a position that,
yeah,
especially when you're not going to be stopped, because barriers will stop you. And hindrances could be not only yourself, but hindrances could be other people, because fear is a hindrance. You could want to do something, but
hmm,
somebody else, your aide or whoever that's helping you, if they uh if they are afraid for you or scared for you to step out and do something, that can be a hindrance too.
right, right. So we're just encouraging ourselves, we're just encouraging others. It doesn't matter. You can still move forward. Put your mind to it. Set your mind to say, I'm going to do. Uh, it might take extra to get around. Do what you had. Like you said, you have a handicap, but it might take you a little, put a little bit more effort into doing what you have to do, but it still can be done. So don't let things stop you. Don't let people stop you. Don't let yourself stop you. Don't let uh, whatever life throws you. It might be a setback. It might slow you down, but it don't have to stop you. Uh, I think Pastor Joe Tubman said one time, "Unstoppable." Tell yourself that you're unstoppable. Talk to yourself and keep it moving. Um, I used to stay in one place, girl, even living. Like to think that is not for you. It's like you're almost stuck in your mind. Like you want to do something different, and there's nothing holding you back but yourself. But you stuck. But it's nobody pulling you. It's nobody doing it. You just got to move and get out of that thinking and try. So today I made some moves today. You know what I did?
What?
I ain't gonna tell you. That's all right. That's all right. I ain't gonna
No,
tell you what I did.
what you do?
I did some things of not being afraid. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So you just talked about fear. You're talking about fear. So I used to, back in the day, you remember I would embrace. I love to help people. I love to um people who is down on they call it luck, but down on hardship or something. But when you see there's a potential that you that they can, I stop putting my all into it because of what some things happened in the past that became maybe a hindrance, slowed me down, and whatever it is. So I wouldn't put forth an effort to do that again. But I love to help people. So today I broke free of trying it again, but do it with a new mindset. I don't have to get stuck trying to help you. Just don't allow what I'm doing to get me stuck. So it's using wisdom. You can still do what you need to do, but don't get stuck because it didn't happen. Like because some people don't have a babysitter or because someone don't have money, they won't even put forth an effort to try to do it again. Well, you might need to just ask somebody to borrow, or you might need to do. Don't let it stop you from going on. So I'm the one that if I don't see my way, I won't push some things. Some things I'll push past, but those hard things that happened in like you talk about your stroke. That's a hard thing for someone if you don't have a mindset to get over it. You can either fold up and do nothing because this is my situation, or you could say, yes, this was thrown at me, but I'm going to run through it. But sometimes when things happen to you and it sets you back before, you don't want to try it again. So today I tried some things that I thought I would never try again because I was stuck in my mind over it. So, but I'll tell you later because I don't want you to be
Yeah,
fussing on the
that's
air.
the
Tell me.
main thing. We get paralyzed
Yeah,
because of that mind, analyzing, always thinking,
yeah.
and not being driven by, you know, what is right. We want
Mm-hmm.
to, and because we have experienced some things, uh, that fear can hold us. Fear is crippling. Fear is torment, and
Yeah,
so you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to go on a limb again. You won't, but
yeah.
what your you don't people don't realize that you won't do is what you need to do, that will be liberating, not only for the person you're helping but for yourself too, because it's reciprocity. So that
Wow.
fear thing, you gotta that's something that we all have to get over it, and try
Yeah.
again.
You remember that movie? I don't know if you watched it, The Officer and the Gentleman,
Yeah.
and that last obstacle course that they had to do. That lady made it all the way through till she got to that wall, and she started folding because she couldn't make it up that wall. But it took someone to come back and said, "You're gonna get over this wall. Walk it." And
Yeah.
she took the rope and he walked her one by one till
Yeah.
she got to the top. Now he said, "Pull yourself over." So even having help, you still have to be a
Yes.
participant.
Yes.
He walked her all the way up to the top. But when she got a hold to the top of the wall, he said no more. He said, pull yourself over it. So sometimes even getting over things, barriers, whatever it is, pull somebody in, get some help, and make sure you get the right help. Don't get someone
Right
that
help.
would the right help, and the helper. Don't do it all. Give them enough to grab that they can see their way to make it over to whatever that is. So
That's part of something that can be a hindrance too, when you enable, when you
whew,
baby,
yes,
some things,
yeah,
we was taught that when someone is drowning, sometimes you have to punch them,
yeah,
because they would not only drown themselves, they'll drown you because fear grip them. So
yeah,
sometimes you gotta shock them back
yeah.
into reality. And a lot of times, because of our humanness and our feelings, we feel sorry, but all the time feeling sorry is not the right help.
Can't be
Something.
emotional.
No, you can't.
Sometimes them hard steps is what's going to help you and the person.
Yeah.
Don't remember that story about the crippled boy couldn't walk, and the dad had to put some braces on his leg, but each level he had to tighten the brace and it was hurting the little boy. He kept saying, "Daddy, you're hurting me."
Yeah.
He said, "I know, son, but Daddy trying to help you." And instead of loosening it, he tightened it some more.
Yeah.
You have to go through a period where it's probably going to wreck you. It's going to hurt you. You're going to have to cry, whatever that is, to get to success, to get over. But if you're able and you can't make that hard step,
Yeah.
so when he took the braces off, he said, "Now come to me." Put him up against the wall and told him to walk to him. He was able to make a step. And then he started to walking. But it come from tightening the brace.
I
So
remember when I first had the stroke, and remember my balance, I couldn't sit up or do nothing.
mhm,
And I had this one therapist. I would never forget her as long as I live.
Mm-hmm.
She got up on the mat with me. Now I can't, my balance wasn't good anyway. But what she did, she pinned me to the mat. And by her pinning me, you heard of fight or flight?
Yeah.
By her pinning me, only thing I can do, because my arms wouldn't work, but I had to fight against her to get up. It
Mm-hmm.
hurted, but I was able to do it. I'm able to sit up now, but because she was willing to hurt me.
Yes. Yeah.
She was willing, and I remember when uh
Fighting D. Fighting D.
yeah. So you sometimes you gotta hurt them to help them, and you can't be, you know,
But
so
what you
emotional that you
even in what you just said, people that probably don't know what we talk about fighting D. Your older sister saw that happening and not understanding. She thought the person was trying to hurt you, and she was ready to fight. So you got to make sure your surrounding is strong enough for your recovery,
yeah.
because they hinder your process with emotion and feelings. I don't know what she was going to do up there at that rehab, but she
Yeah.
walked in not understanding that it was for your good. So sometimes it don't feel good, it don't look good, it whatever. But if it bring you out on top,
Yeah.
hurt me
I can
again.
I can sit up today.
Yeah. Not only sit up, walk. You did a CD in the midst of can't even. You got to get over those barriers. The barriers was
Right.
that you had a stroke and your mouth was tied, it was slur words, whatever that is. But
And a
if you
speech
would,
impediment. And if you don't have someone around you to say keep
yeah,
going,
yeah,
others will say don't do it.
don't
You
do it.
ain't whatever.
Yeah,
But you say
yeah,
no, let her do it. Let her do
yeah,
it. And
yeah,
I pressed through it, and this is the results today that I can talk.
yeah. I remember my brother-in-law, your husband. He didn't baby you. You was out there walking. It didn't matter how far it was on the sand and do, because that's somebody that has your best interest. You need that. You need a support system, but you don't need a weak support system. Come on, we used to drive you right up to the door. He parked. Let's walk. You needed to walk. Your condition, you needed to walk. So sometimes when the help hurt, they keep you with a barrier. They keep you with the handicap. They keep you can't get through the obstacle. No, cry your way through. Whatever you got to do, we going. I think in the midst of early of your first coming home from the hospital, y'all moved the whole house. I still got to talk to my brother-in-law about that because he worked me that day. I was working real hard, but it taught me if you want to get something done, you got to do it. He moved half of a house in a car. We didn't have a some of the days we didn't have no U-Haul. We didn't have nothing. He said, "Y'all stay here as I bring it in. Y'all put it up." But that's someone help you to work through barriers. The barriers was we couldn't help him as much as we wanted to, but the little bit that you could do, you got to put an effort. So I'm thank God for knowing that today you can work through whatever is going on in your life. So if you're having things that you're just not sure of, get with somebody that can walk you through some of your situation. You don't have to die. You don't have to sit here and die. You don't have to give up. And this is just an encouragement. What is your barriers? What is your hindrances that keep you from making it? Because no matter what situation you're in, you can do it. I don't have too much more, Gil. That's all I wanted to just let people know that, hey, you your own stoppage. You can be unstoppable. You can have what you want. God made this world big enough for everybody. You might have to do something a little different than the next person or whatever that is. But hey, put an effort to it and go for it. And if it seems like it can't be done, grab somebody and tell them you need help. Help me get over this hurdle. Help me to get around this obstacle. Help me get through this mountain. You got to go up under the water, make a tunnel, make the tunnel. Yeah. So
Take your lemons and make lemonade. You can do it. If it's still
yeah,
too tardy, add some sugar, add some honey. But
yeah,
don't stop. Keep
yeah,
going.
yes. So I don't know if you have any parting words. I'm done. I'm just wanted to share a little bit and let you go ahead and rest and take some more uh, pain pill rub down and do what you gotta do and keep it moving.
Keep going. Keep
Yeah,
going. No
yeah,
matter what it looks like.
yeah,
Trouble don't last always.
hmm
It's not always as you think. It's not always as it seems.
yeah,
Look again. Look
yeah.
again. Try again. Try
Look
again.
again and live.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
as we always say in our closing, I'm done. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Love God, love
Love
family,
family.
work
Work
hard,
hard
and be
and
kind.
be kind.
Love goes a long way.
It
That's
does.
half of the battle. All right, we see you later. Until next time, just make sure that if you're going through things, whatever it is, there is help. Reach out. Don't suffer in silence. That can be a barrier because you got pride, whatever it is. But here's some numbers for you and keep it moving.
There is an answer.
There's an answer. All right, Gail, I'll talk to you later
Okay.
and see you next week, y'all.